When you struggle with untreated, undiagnosed post-traumatic stress disorder, at least in my case, your objective on a day-to-day basis can be making sure that you're not sort of just in your own head, that you're finding things that stimulate you and that keep you busy. And for me, that self-medication was my career, and it was work, and it was just constantly trying to get to the next thing. And I always had this belief, this thing I would tell myself that was, I'll feel better when. I had not accepted the idea that I had post-traumatic stress. I was always just trying to find the next thing, believing, well, I'll feel better when I accomplish X. So I show up at Veterans Community Project, and I've toured hundreds of nonprofits, but immediately I was struck by the vibe. It was like a forward operating base in Afghanistan and a startup in Silicon Valley had a baby. 6 weeks later, things got really bad for me personally with my mental health, and I was spiraling, so I called the Veterans Crisis Line at the VA, thinking they were gonna tell me, like, what's wrong with you has nothing to do with your service. Please make room for somebody else to call this line. And I remember what struck me more than anything was how unexceptional my phone call seemed to be to the person on the other end of the line. And I got really emotional that night, and I realized I need to address this. And it was the first time that I realized, I have post-traumatic stress disorder.
So when Veterans Community Project started, we were really passionate, being a bunch of Kansas City combat vets, about doing something special in our community. We started having some really great success rates, some really positive stories. We have individuals that have come through and been on the street for years and couldn't access other services, couldn't get the help that they needed. Through our program, they were able to not only re-access a lot of those services and benefits they qualified for initially, but pull themselves together. The intent was to do something really great for Kansas City, but these positive transitions and all these successes drew a lot of interest from a lot of other communities. It just made so much sense to expand over to St. Louis and not only just make a positive impact in Kansas City and St. Louis, but really try to tackle veteran homelessness statewide.
When we were first introduced to them and we went to the Kansas City campus, it was really amazing to see and feel the depth of their programming. When you're able to see all that back-end resources that they have and the passion that they have as an organization really rang true to our entire statewide mission. At the end of the day, we've always wanted to be more than beer. And with this citywide, we were able to become more than beer. We were able to build a philanthropic brand that gave back to the community. And we're gonna be able to do that with statewide, just with a larger reach. $50,000 is what it costs to build a home with Veterans Community Project. And we're working in collaboration with them to make that happen.